afternoon, good evening. You're welcome to another edition of News Review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adeliri, and with me in the studio this beautiful afternoon is...
I'm Rochimi Orilua, son of the prophetess, the man who resemble wicked. Good afternoon to all of us all over the world.
Good afternoon, sir. It's been a while. He went to meet your brother, right?
Something like
I
that.
hope you already settled this. You settled the issue going between him and
you see, that issue is beyond my capacity.
But you still try your best.
The president intervention on the matter.
I just hope we will settle just cause one day. Like I said earlier, welcome to this beautiful day. I pray it becomes a fruitful day for us all. We want to thank all our sponsors out there that always are staying true to us. That is Nokpa Herbals and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Nokpa Herbals deals with Nokpa Herbal Mixture, Herbal Cool, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Flusher, Herbal Bitters, Herbal Energy Powder. Why King Victor Nigeria Enterprises deals with any kind of foodstuffs, distance is not a barrier. For Nokpa, you can send in a DM or call 070101085549. How is the weather today, sir?
Well, the weather is somehow cool. Huh? It's a very lovely weather.
I think I'm beginning to love this weather. It's actually a cool one. You know, we tradition bring to you news that rages it up. We got a short commercial break. We'll come back and we'll continue from where we stop. But we will not be the only ones talking. You can also drop your own comment in the comment section. I'll be starting with Vanguard newspaper this afternoon. It says, contest in new elections. APC group tells former Rivers lawmakers. Cut ties with corrupt elements or face consequences. EFCC wants CSOS. Jonathan Obasanjo advocates return to sustainable development plans. Reps condemn assault on female doctor in FMC Kefi. On Punch newspaper we have minimum wage. Labour dumps negotiation over federal government 48,000 naira proposal. Our corruption is people driven. Politician shares what they steal with people. Senator Undume. Autopsy failed to reveal cause of Mohbad's death. Pathologist. On Daily Post newspaper, we have hardship. MBS report shows 3 states in Nigeria with highest food prices. Don't kill politicians who steal billions. Undume gives condition for death penalty. NAFDAC arrests 5 for allegedly selling fake cosmetics in Abuja. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we will continue from where we stop. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break. That is one of our sponsors, Nokpa. Like I said earlier, they deal with Nokpa Herbal Mixture, Herbal Cool, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Bitters, Herbal Flusher, Herbal Energy Powder. Whichever you need, just send in a DM or call the number 070101085549. Yours is to order. Ours is to deliver, and one thing is, distance is not a barrier, and your health is wealth. So the first one I have minimum wage. Labour dumps negotiation over federal government 48,000 naira proposal.
Well, I want to blame the Labour member for dumping that kind of negotiation, because that was not the initial agreement with the federal government.
Yeah.
48,000 naira.
Out of
How much? 615,000 naira. How much does all those politicians, how much is their salary? Now, if you could go through this morning news, another $500 million has been approved by the Senate. The loan that the president pushed to the Senate. What are they going to use all this money for? 90 billion naira was used to subsidize Hajj fare for those people that are traveling to Hajj, and still you cannot pay 615,000 naira for each workers. And look at the condition of the country now. Things are getting tougher every blessed day.
Like, I'm kind of speechless in the situation we find ourselves in this country, which is not supposed to be. I should be able to come out anywhere, any day, anytime, and talk proudly about my country that I actually hail from. But I'm beginning to feel this kind of, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. I am not proud of. Should I say I'm not proud
of the country? Why would someone be proud of the country?
Because even the leaders are not making me proud of
the country. The president of the so-called country said to those people that are abroad that they should come home after 2 months of his sending the
we that were in Nigeria that will know the shaggy that
we are looking for a way of getting out of the country because the country is choking everybody. A lot of people are dying okay, now a lot of people are jobless based on what they wanted to offer them that they can't get it. Even some set of people are even looking for where they're going to get their daily needs.
The body of news says the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, NLC and TUC on Wednesday dumped the minimum wage negotiation after the federal government offered to pay 48,000 naira, a figure far below the 615,000 naira the union were demanding as the new national minimum wage. After abandoning the session, the furious Labour leaders summoned an emergency press conference where they vented their displeasure with the offer, describing it as an insult to the sensibilities of Nigerian workers. This was the second time in 2 weeks that the negotiation had run into trouble. The last session held on April 29 deadlocked after organized labor insisted on 615,000 naira minimum wage. I think what they want to do this time around, they are ready to sit tight, the NLC and the TUC.
When you look at what is going on in the NLC, it was like maybe because a lot of people have been coming out complaining about Ajaro's activities in the labor.
I am part of those who complained.
Because the way Ajaro was handling the issue, it was like it was like taking something negligent as if it doesn't concern them.
I will try because my mind will be probably they've actually bribed
Ajaro. That's why he's not pushing forward for the welfare of the workers. And now that they are coming out to sit tight, I believe the federal government should do the needful and call them to round table and see what in this hard economy,
it is in the
different kind of politics that you people wake up early in the morning and give different kind of politics that can just shock and kill the whole. That 48,000 naira now for somebody for the transportation fare for a month, not to talk of the feeding, and some other things, the things that he needs to take care of in his house.
However, the national president of the NLC, Joe Ajaero, explained that the amount was arrived at after analyzing the current economic situation and the needs of an average Nigerian family of that's 615,000 naira. After they sat down, they brought out the analysis, money for food, money for students.
They got wardrobe allowance, they got their car being fueled by the federal resources. At the end of the day, what is their take home? They can't even come out to tell the whole Nigerians that this is what they take home. You remember when they said their salary should be slashed into two? Well, a senator came out and said even the ones that were being given to them is not sufficient for them.
That one that they are giving to them that is not sufficient for them, they can make it a minimum wage for the Nigeria Labour Congress now. Since it is not enough for you that you are still under the AC, you eat at your own displeasure.
It's not sufficient for them and they are not ready to do that.
No, they can't leave. Sir, they can't leave.
And this set of people were the people that came in, that 750 million naira was set aside, given to each senator to go and purchase some jeep. And they did not refuse of collecting that money because you don't understand what is going on. They didn't refuse the money and to think of what the own country is going through.
Sir, they can't refuse it because if I had to be in the shooter, I won't refuse it. There's an adage in my dialect that says, you see the leg of a madman, you do not hold on to it. When do you want to see the leg of a wise man? They already see us as people that are, when we just cajole them, we give them little, they will put us in power.
Yeah, exactly.
They already see us, so they treat us the way they see us. Now, Joe Ajaero said, let me give you a breakdown of how we arrived at the figure. We have housing and accommodation of 40,000 naira. That's the least. Because I know if you want to get an accommodation of 40,000 naira in this Lagos that we are,
40,000 naira accommodation per month.
You are in the slum. Even in the slum, we know how much they are paying.
Look at
which Ajegule. The house that was built under the bridge that they demolished, how much are they? 250,000 naira.
No, the man later came out to deny the allegation against him that If he had been collecting 250,000 per annum from this set of people, he wouldn't be in that place.
No. We had saw electricity of 20,000 naira, and of course that was before the current tariff increase. Nobody can spend this amount currently. We have a utility that is about 10,000 naira, and they are doing 48,000 naira. Now I'm calculating about 70,000 naira. Now we looked at kerosene and gas, and that's about 25 to 35,000. And that's 105.
Yes, exactly.
That's now 105,000 naira.
5 kg per
we look at food for a family of 6. That's about 90,000 naira in a day. For 30 days, it's 270,000. So 105 plus 270,000 naira. We're having about 300 plus. Look at medical with the 50,000 naira provided. There will be no surgery or whatever. That's just in case of emergency, headache, malaria, typhoid, and for clothing, we look at 20,000 naira. For education, 50,000 naira. I don't know about those who try to put their children in private schools. They will not be able to cope with this amount. We also have sanitation, 10,000 naira, whereby they will come and pack your dirt and you still pay them. I think they will have another bulk of money is transportation. That is because the workers stay on the fringe, and because of the cost of petrol, we amounted to 110,000 naira.
Per month.
Per month.
How much will it use to take a cab from your house?
So after they did all the calculations, what they arrived at was 615,000 naira. That has not even, they did not remove their pocket money.
Money out of which, if the 615,000 naira is being paid to them, at least with the present condition of the country, they can still go or abide with it. They can still manage this. How much is a bag of rice now? When before Babaluko came in, before the president came in, a bag of rice was around 22,000 naira.
25.
When they came in, the bag of rice was about 85,000 naira.
We almost bought a bag of rice for 90,000 naira.
90,000 naira. Now the bag of rice is almost 85,000 naira. Compared to yam, compared to pepper, compared to other things. There was a day I told my wife, okay, they said there was no stew in the house. Okay, let's prepare a stew at least to manage for that night. My wife said I should go and bring 4,000 naira. I said, for what?
For stew.
Just for stew for a night.
It
not
won't
that
shock
you are going to put meat.
It won't shock you that you would actually finish that stew that night.
Not that you are going to put meat. Just try to look for skin meat. So
that's more.
And fish or dry fish. You just put it and let. He said 4,000 naira. I said, what for? Okay, let me go and buy it myself. When I got to the pepper seller,
you will spend more than 4,000
When I got to the pepper seller, if you see the little amount of pepper that the woman said, I'm going to pay 2,500 naira for. Not to talk of other things, not to talk of red oil, not to talk of this, not to talk of how we are going to grind it. You see, at the end of the day, I later discovered, my mind later opened that, okay, wow.
If I had
so
known,
this is what we are
giving her the 4,000. Because at the end of the day, you will find yourself spending more than that 4,000.
Going through in this so-called country.
The next one I have, this one, I don't know whether you are going to throw him stone or I don't know, but let me read out the headlines. It says, don't kill politicians who sell billions. Ndume gives condition for death penalty.
I'm sorry to have not let you land. Ndume will come and give this kind of condition because they are in the shoe now that they should not kill politicians.
Have you seen the man?
I've not seen the. In fact, I don't want to know. I've seen the man once in a while. I saw him one year.
Have you seen his cheek?
Listen, let me tell you all the viewers now that are watching us. There is no politicians that will ever sign it into bill that any politician that stole from the that stole money should be killed.
They
because
won't.
They are there eating the national cake because they know it's going to backfire on them, it's going to affect them. But if we, the masses, comes out to say this, at the end of the day, we put our effort to push in this, you see that corruption will end in Nigeria.
Senator Ali Odume, the chief whip of the Senate, said that he would not support death penalties for corrupt politicians who steal in millions or billions, but for those who steal in trillions.
Only those that will
they can steal millions, they can steal billions. But once it is trillions,
they can the ones that are below still, what will be his penalty for them?
Odume pointed out that corruption within Nigerian politics was primarily influenced by individuals. He suggested that it may not necessitate severe consequences. The senator acknowledged that politicians engaged in corruption but also distributed resources to the public. He said, if you compare us politicians to all the corruption, it is very small. Our corruption is people-driven. He told Channel Television, if you steal it, you will go and share it with the people. If you don't, you are not coming back for 4 years. There is no reason for stealing.
That is why they are stealing.
If you steal it, you will go and share it with
So,
I have been to that, sorry sir, I have been to the National Assembly. I can't say because we're on TV now and not tell the truth. If the death penalty is supposed to be included in corruption, I will support it, but you don't go and kill someone who stole 1 million or 1 billion. No. But someone who steals 1 trillion of government's money should be killed. So, sir, I'm listening.
Okay. All I want to say is that, okay, what he was saying that if you didn't steal, you won't be voted in the next 4 years because you don't have money to share around the people.
Yeah.
Is it compulsory for you to go there when you know you can't steal? It's not compulsory. This is a matter of life and death. If you know you are going there to serve, you are going there to serve, you don't have anything to offer to the people. Listen, I'm going there to serve. Whatever is given to me is what I'm going to use for my constituency project. And people will come around and see what you are using the money for. So if they don't vote you in, forget about that seat.
You know, we turn politics in Nigeria to a do or die affair. If I don't get to it peacefully, I have to get to that place forcefully.
Forcefully. Because of the money they are going there to steal, the money that they are going to use to feed their 10th generation.
I am sorry, sir. We wouldn't have gotten to this situation, if you agree with me, if this party tend to act like the former party that left the seat.
The PDP?
Yes.
That what?
You know, we wouldn't have complained.
Exactly.
Under PDP regime, we had a lot of politicians that were actually packing our money.
A lot of money.
But we did not see because they were pushing it out to the public to see.
Public, at least the public themselves, they are okay there. If nobody is complaining about that.
Under the administration of PDP administration, if they were awarded projects, they will do it. Why did I say that? They might use inferior products
to do,
but they will do something that they will say, they actually did something, and they will actually bring money out for the poor masses to actually enjoy out of it. But now we have the APC-led administration. The projects they are not doing. The money you are not bringing out.
The ones the federal governments are doing.
The job is not even out there for poor masses to even engage. Now the little set of people that are ready to work are requesting for some amount of money. You are bringing it to 48,000 naira. It's not supposed to be. It's unheard of. Before we continue, let's go on a short commercial break. One of our sponsors, King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stopped. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
In the heart of Nigeria's bustling markets, where the sights, sounds, and smells overwhelm the senses. But in the midst of chaos, there shines a beacon of hope. King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, where convenience meets tranquility and shopping becomes a pleasure. Join countless others who have discovered the joy of shopping at King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. At King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, we understand the importance of providing our customers with the highest quality products at affordable prices.
Here at King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, customer satisfaction is our top priority. We're always here to help you find exactly what you need.
Whether you're stocking up for the week ahead or grabbing a last-minute item for tonight's dinner, King Victor Nigeria Enterprises has everything you need to keep your home running smoothly.
Welcome back from Bashot commercial break. That is our sponsor, King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. To deal with any kind of food stuff with them, distance is not a barrier. But you can also locate their shop at number 2 Awolowo Makusha Gambaki, Ogun State. Order and they will bring to your doorstep in no time. The last but not the least we have to discuss here, it says Archie, NBS report shows 3 states in Nigeria with highest food prices.
Which states are that?
And before I start mentioning states, I think there should be something we call price control.
Control, yes.
That price control will come from the top.
From the top down to the...
A cup of grain, that is rice, should be sold at this amount. So any shop you go to, and they sell more than that, but they can't do the price control even when they are not allowing food to come in.
Exactly.
We have different ways of...
For somebody to come out to do price control might have provided. Because what you don't provide, you can't go out there that you want to go and
obviously
what you don't provide, because it depends. You see, let me tell you this, a lot of people sell depending on how they bought their goods.
When I bought a good of 100,000 how am I supposed to buy?
You want to sell a good you bought for 100,000 now, maybe you are adding 10,000 and making 110,000.
It's not too much. Transportation is there.
And somebody is not coming that if goods are bought 100,000 now should be sold for 90,000 now. are you telling me that I should gain from the good?
Or lose on it?
I should run into debt because you want to do. If you are doing price control, let's import what you are importing. Okay, give it out there at an affordable price. Let everybody buy. Let them go and resell. So anybody that is selling beyond your price, then you can now go and sell it off from the shops.
These states are Kogi, Kwara, and Ondo are the 3 states in Nigeria with the highest food prices amidst worsening hardship. This is according to the latest National Bureau of Statistics April's Consumer Price Index and Inflation Report. The report ranked Kogi State with the highest food inflation rate at 48.62%, followed by Kwara State, that is 46.73%, and Ondo 45.87% on a year-on-year basis. And we have 36 states. Meanwhile, Adamawa 33.61%, that is in the north. Bauchi 33.85%, and Nasarawa 34.03% recorded the slowest rise in food inflation. However, on a month-to-month basis, Lagos, Edo, and Yobe are the states in Nigeria with the highest food prices. They increase their price every month.
Every month, exactly the point. It depends on how they bought their goods.
Accordingly.
And Lagos is the center of SLS.
Yes,
I believe there's money in Lagos.
I don't even know. We just sit down and just give our states different kind of names.
Exactly, because it's the center of excellence, and I believe the money is flowing in Lagos. Yeah.
Accordingly,
that what you earn from where you are working, from your working place, won't be enough or sufficient for you to take you from the beginning of the month to the ending of the month.
I can remember one time like that. I think it was in the administration of Muhammadu Buhari used 8 years on seat.
Yes.
I was opportune to travel to this side of Lagos, here in Badagry. You know, Badagry, you're almost leaving the country now.
Yes.
I was tempted to say, I want to come and sit down here and live here. Because the rate at which things were cheaper, their food, you eat luxuries and all that.
Badagry is very good. It's closer.
But now,
when you go to
I dare not.
In fact, you will spell the capital letters of your name based on the border that was being shot. And I don't know why the federal government had just said, let me say the so-called APC, since ever they came on board, life has never remained the same for the masses.
It has been from one problem to another.
If care is not taken with the way APC are going, they might end up losing the election in 2027. And I pity Ganduje. The
APC chairman.
To have come out telling the opponent party that there's no space for them in Aso Rock in 2027.
You are still having case.
You have case with the federal government. You are coming out to say that there's no vacancy in Aso Rock. That is not the next step. The next step is to tell the president to do the needful, and that we make life easier for the masses, the set of people that voted the president in. Even in Arewa now, they were blaming themselves, the Northern Elder Forum blaming themselves that they voted APC in the
They can't look me in the eyes and tell me that they are blaming themselves. They should better endure that they are blame on themselves.
Because when Baba was giving them 50 billion naira,
so nobody heard it.
Nobody heard about it. There was a market. There was a fire incident that happened in Bodija in Ibadan. In the southern part of the country.
What did Baba do?
Baba did not even pay.
Because he knows you cannot offer him anything good here in Southwest. So he took all this thing to the north. And he knows most of these people in the north, they are illiterate. They don't know what they want. They just want to give us more money and we'll bring you in. That is where we have the highest population in Nigeria. So he knows how to play his game, and the game was well played. He said accordingly, Lagos 4.74%, Edo 4.06%, and Yobe 3.99% recorded the slowest rise in food inflation. This development comes on as April's headline and food inflation surged to 33.69% and 40.53% respectively. So these are the states that actually inflated the food prices in their state. We are begging you, take it easy on we the poor masses. We are still begging the federal government to increase the salary to 615,000 naira. They are bringing 48,000 naira. I want to see what the NLC would actually do come May 31st of this month. Let's see what they are going to do. If they are still going to continue in this their so-called strike, or they are going to bow down to the threat of the federal government. We've come to the end of today's news review. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our X account, on our TikTok, on our Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. I remain my humble self, Oduwayo Adiri. Thank you for joining me in the studio, Ambassador Ridu Arotemi. And our sponsors to say a very big thank you to you, King Victor Nigeria Enterprises and Nokpa Abels. Till we come again on your screen, guys, be good and be fine. Bye.